Meanwhile, I'm just going to mix together some cinnamon and sugar. It's about 2 or 3 teaspoons of cinnamon and about a 1/4 cup of sugar or so. Melted a 1/4 of a stick of unsalted butter right here. Pastry brush. And you're going to need a piece of kitchen stirring. We're going to take and we're just going to spray our pan. Liberally, okay, that's liberally. Make sure you get the edges here in case something sticky gets caught on the edge. You do not want to put flour on this, that's for a cake. This is something different, okay. So we've got that all ready to go. Now we're going to take and we're going to mix about 2 teaspoons of flour in with this too. And the flour just helps that bind to the dough. Keeps it from all seeping out everywhere. We don't want to lose our cinnamon and sugar, do we? See, this is nice about having a little extra dough. Okay, now what we're going to do here is we're just going to put a little flour down, just a little bit. Give it a turn. Pinch our seam. We've already rolled it. And we're going to flatten it back out again. Keeping it as square as we can. If you have to, use a rolling pin. Put the flour on the rolling pin. Now, of course, this isn't going to make very many because I didn't mean to do this, but I want to show you that you can certainly use this recipe for this. Now, the more this kind of sits, the more this dough will relax. The glutens will relax inside the dough. The more you can kind of stretch it around. There, that's starting to turn out nicely. Stretched out nicely. There we go. Now we're just going to take, I melted this a little bit too much, but there's a piece of paper in here. Cinnamon and sugar. That's why I put the flour in with the cinnamon and sugar. Bring it all the way to the ends. Trust me, you don't want that person that gets the first one to suffer, do you? Just so I can get it to trust me, all this butter ain't hurting nothing. All that butter's not hurting a thing. And I checked and my Pullman bread is raising nicely. Now we're going to take here and we're just going to spread on the cinnamon and the sugar. Be liberal. Again, this is oops. I'm trying to be even with it. There we go. Now, if you see that some of that butter's been absorbed, I'll just add some more butter. The more the merrier. Right now we're going to take and we're just going to start rolling this up. I wasn't planning on giving you another recipe today, but hey. You can even make these into sticky buns. You can take golden sugar, pecans, cinnamon, and sugar and mix that together in the microwave and pour that and a little bit of butter here in the bottom. And you would have some sticky buns. You just turn these upside down after baking them. All right, so let's just keep rolling. And try not to push this stuff forward. We actually want to keep it in here. So it's kind of like a pick up and roll. See, I'm kind of picking up and rolling it. I don't want to push it out the ends here. But you still want a nice tight roll. And what I do is I kind of pull out my corners like this. And bring it forward again here. And then we're going to take and we're going to pinch it closed just like that. There we go. If you have to, take a little bit of that butter. Or some water and help seal that down. There we go. Give it a little bit of a roll. All right, there we go. All right, now we're gonna take our string, and I always put my string in a little bit of flour. A little bit of flour here on the string. That helps it to slide just like that. See how quick that was to slide? Come to your halfway mark right here, and I want you to cross over. And I want you to come over about maybe 5 degrees, then pinch, just like that right there. You need a little bit more flour on it. All right. Separate the two. Isn't that a beautiful roll on that? And then we're going to come in here. We're going to do the same thing. 5 degrees, pinch. A little bit of flour. Come in from the end, halfway through, 5 degrees, pinch. A little bit of flour. Come in from the end. And then we're going to start making the depth of the rolls that we want. Here's one. Oops, come on. There's 2, and we can just start sitting them in here. Now here's a little one, we'll put him in the middle. He's a baby. These are some big bread pans I have here though. Separate them just a little bit. They'll kind of try to get them as close to the same size as possible. Oops, he's coming undone. Which way do I want to go? I want to go this way with him. Okay, there we go. Work quickly as you can. There's another end one. And you can make these thicker if you want to. These two are already giving me a hard time there. In fact, I'm going to put the smaller ones here on the outside. In fact, I can probably make those a little bit bigger and kind of join them together. Put the thicker ones on the inside. Give them some space, give them some room. This one's pretty good size. I don't know whether I should cut it down or not. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. He'll be fine. We'll make them work. We will make it work. It's what we do. Definitely could have cut them a little bit thicker, and then I wouldn't have had so many strings for my string in there. Okay. I'm going to put this one with this one, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. We'll put it in the center with the other big one. Now we'll kind of move them around here a little bit. Give them a little bit of space, a little bit of room to grow. Okay. All right. Now again, like I said, you could cut these thicker, but I'm doing this on the fly. So it would have been better probably if you'd made 8 to 10 instead of 11, but we're going to cover this up with some plastic wrap that we had on our bowl. No reason to waste not, want not. And we're going to put this in the oven to warm up with the Pullman bread, and then we'll bake these with the Pullman bread. We'll be right back. Okay, I just took 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. That's level tablespoons of cream cheese. Put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, got it nice and creamy, blended that up, added a splash of milk, maybe like a teaspoon of milk, 2 teaspoons at the most. I added a little bit of my homemade, really strong Sailor Jerry's vanilla, and then some powdered sugar until I got it to a nice consistency like this right here. And the nice thing about cream cheese frosting or icing in this case is it doesn't have such sweetness to it. Stop, go. The nice thing about icing or frosting at this consistency, this is more like icing than frosting, with the cream cheese in it, it's not so sweet. I didn't have to use so much powdered sugar. So this means you can add quite a bit to each roll and it not be overpowering of the cinnamon roll itself, okay? Because that's a lot of sugar. So cream cheese frosting, or icing in this case, give that a try. And we're gonna add this right here. And you can put other flavors in here as well, like orange or lemon flavoring. And this would be great over like a bundt cake or lemon bread. Yeah, I love cream cheese frosting. And cream cheese, if I thickened it up, it'd be a frosting. At the stage it is right now, it is an icing, okay? It is an icing. And we're just going to ice the tops. And I might make this a little thicker, but we're gonna wait till those cinnamon rolls cool down quite a bit before we put this on. All right, and they're raising nicely. I thought I cut them a little thin, but you know, because I was winging it. I was winging it. There was no recipe in front of me. I was definitely winging it. I used to make cinnamon rolls all the time and sticky buns. So, but whenever there's leftover dough, I tell you what, I'm definitely, I can tell that the cinnamon rolls are going to taste delicious. So we're going to be right back. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's definitely done. Look how nice those raised up. Now I go ahead and I brush the tops here with a little bit of butter too. This just softens the rolls up. I like my rolls softened. And I got the butter out from where I brushed it on the Pullman bread anyway. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Right? I'll show this to you up close. Aren't those beautiful? Now we're going to take and we're going to let them cool for about 5 minutes here. You just put a plate down here, just like this, on top like that. Give it a flip like that. There we go. A little tap. That's fine. And now we're going to flip one more time. Center this on here and flip. There we go. There we go. Kind of center this up a little bit. So our lid fits on it. Perfect. Aren't those beautiful? And we've already brushed the tops with butter. Doesn't hurt to run a little bit more butter on them. And around the sides. Try not to hit your glass with the butter. All right. I hope the camera wasn't off on that. All I did was take and just drizzled the icing on here like that. And this is how we'll be storing it. Just like that right there. All right. We hope you subscribe to our little homestead. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. Be sure and hit the thumbs up button. Let us know we're doing okay and that we're bringing you the content that you want to see. And also be sure and share these videos. Share them with your friends. Share them on Facebook. Share them on other sites, because this is how other people can see these recipes and get the word out there that we are here. Okay, so subscribe to our little homestead. Thank you for all your support. We love you. And like I said, this bread, here's that Pullman bread loaf that we made. Isn't that beautiful? And this is just the extra dough that went with it. All right, the extra dough that went with it. It's just a beautiful loaf. Look at that. Just beautiful. All right. We love you. We're going to continue to bring you items like this. If you have any requests, leave a comment below, and I'll see if I can't get to that as well. We have a lot more breads and sweet rolls and sweet breads coming up. Trust me, we've only just begun. We've only just begun. Okay, so anyway, Chicken is next. I'm gonna make my husband some chicken tenders and make him a little bit of supper. And oh, you want to see me take one out? Oh my, you're gonna watch me cheat. Be sure and hit that bell, that button, that bell, because that way you'll get our newest and latest update videos. We don't know why YouTube changed things. I have no idea why, but you have to hit the bell next to our name by the subscribe button. And then when you see the bell has like the little ringing lines on it, like it's been ringing, that means that you are now updated to get our latest uploads. All right. We're going to break into this right here, John. Oh, yes, we are. Let's get you a big one right here. There we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now I just want to show the camera here real quick how nice this looks. Look at that. Look at the crumb on that. I hope this is clear for you. Let me move this out of the way so you can see a little better. There, can you see that better? Look at that. It just falls right away. Look at that. This is everything that a cinnamon roll should be right there. Now let's break it apart. Let's see. It's tender. It's soft. Look at that. Stretches just a little bit. Let me give you all a bite. Open wide. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my. That is excellent. That's probably one of the best cinnamon rolls I think I've ever made. Give that a try, Daddy. Gonna spoil our supper. Mmm. Oh, that is good.
That's really good.